Part 6, ATM. ATM means asynchronous transfer mode, is a packet switching technology. It is a digital virtual circuit for moving fixed size packets at the rate of 155 megabits per second. It is a connection oriented circuit implemented internally with packet switching. In ATM, all packets are of fixed length, 53 bytes, in which 48 bytes allocated for payload and the remaining 5 bytes allocated to the header. ATM is a connection-oriented model by defining two types of ATM connections. Statically configured as permanent virtual circuits or dynamically controlled via signaling as switched virtual circuits. So it can establish two types of virtual circuits. One is permanent and one is switched. And what is permanent? The PVC creates a permanent virtual circuit that exists till the connection is terminated. The corresponding table entry like outgoing VCA, virtual connection identifier, is given to the source and the incoming VCA is given to the destination by the system administrator. And coming to SVC, it creates a temporary short connection that exists only when the data being transferred between source and destination. SVC requires a connection phase which includes two steps: setup request and the acknowledgement. Now ATM reference model. The ATM model consists of three layers: the physical layer, ATM layer, and ATM adoption layer, plus whatever users want to put on top of that. The ATM reference model consists of three planes: user and control plane, and user and control, layer, and plane management. They have three planes. You can see the diagram. So both control and user comes under one plane, and layer management comes on another plane, and plane management comes under the third one. And if you see the layers, you can see the physical layer, ATM adoption layer, and all the upper layers. It depends on the application of the user. Now, the purpose of user plane is it transporting user information, and control plane responsible for establishing, maintaining, clearing down user connections in the user plane. And the layer management, it monitors and coordinates the individual layer tasks. Plane management, it monitors and coordinates tasks in the network. So these are the responsibilities of these four layers. And coming to the layers, the previous one we consider as the planes, and this we consider layers. We have a physical layer, ATM adoption layer. Now, if you look at the physical layer, it deals with the physical medium, voltages, bit timing, and various other issues. ATM has been designed to be independent of the transmission medium. And you look at the ATM layer, it deals with cells and cell transport. And we already seen that each cell consists of 53 bytes, in which 48 is data and 5 is header. It defines the layout of a cell and tells what the header fields mean. It also deals with the establishment and release of virtual circuits and congestion control. So this is the information about the layers. Okay, in ATM adoption layer, it allows users to send packets larger than a cell. I mean, larger than a cell means it segments it and they are reassembled at the other end. The ATM interface segments these packets, transmit their cells individually, and reassembles them at the other end, means destination end. And ATM AAL layer. The AAL layer is split into two parts. One is SAR, segmentation and reassembly, and the second one is CS, convergent sublayer. SAR sublayer breaks the packets into cells on the transmit side and puts them back together again at the destination side. There is nothing but segmentation and reassembly. And CS layer offer different kinds of services to different applications. For example, file transfer and video on demand have different requirements concerning error handling, timing, etc. So basing on that, it provides the required protocols. Now, coming to the quality, So in ATM, we have various service categories. These are referred as flow cases also, flow classes. The ATM firm defined four service classes: CBR, VBR, ABR, and UBR. Constant bit rate, variable bit rate, available bit rate, unspecified bit rate. In case of VBR, we have two: real time and non-real time. So you can take as five different service categories, so you can take as four different classes. So you can see here, the CBR constant bitrate class is designed for customers who need real-time audio or video services. The service is similar to a dedicated line such as T-line, which we use in digital circuits. And VBR, variable bitrate. In this, we have two subclasses, VBR RT and VBR NRT, real-time and non-real-time. So RT is used for real-time services like voice video transmission and compression techniques to create a variable bitrate. NRT for non-reliable, non-real-time services. And ABR, available bit rate, that delivers a cells at a minimum rate. If more network capacity is available, this minimum rate can be exceeded. So suitable for applications that are bursty. Unspecified bit rate, UBR, and this class is a best effort delivery service that does not guarantee anything. So this ends this first part in Unit 1. And if you have any questions, you can ask now.